this, or 20-second delay. So we should be live here. Facebook is good. We should be up. Let's just wait and see. Should be good. I think I did everything right. Hello. There we are.
Says Skidder, Kev's on.
There we go. So we're on. I just got notification. Yes. All right. Can anyone hear us out there? What do we got? Who do we got out there tonight? What is going on? Why are we quiet?
I don't know.
What happened?
What do you do, Don?
I didn't do anything. I always break everything.
You're the only variable
What is
here.
going on? Why so quiet? There's James. There we go. We're hearing double. Okay. There we go.
I can't see it on my side of it all. Oh, there they are.
There they go.
Here comes the chats.
All right. Are you still hearing double, James? Are you hearing everybody okay? Who do we got? We got myself. Skidder Cav right here in the middle. We got Andrew Easton from Easton Made. And on the right, or my right, I guess it'd be my left over there, we got Outside with Scheib. Welcome
What's up,
him
fellas?
tonight, guys. Who do we got? James. Still hearing doubly. Why is it doubly? I don't get that. That could be you, James.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what's going on.
I got my earbud in. I don't hear. Double.
Yeah, nobody should be hearing double, but yeah,
was
of
my
course it was,
fault.
James. It's your fault.
You
All right,
can play that right up, James.
We'd be here for half an hour trying to figure out what's going on.
Right.
I'm like, there's no way it's double. How is it double? Anybody from Facebook on here? That'd be nice to see them. Usually they show up, but what's Daniel saying? Scheib is the reason for the party. That's right.
Absolutely.
He is the party.
I am. Most everywhere I go, I always have a good time, fellas. You know that. You know.
Oh
that.
yeah. Yeah, that's this has got to be the oddest beginning I think we've ever had here. I don't get why we did that. Jane, 2 tabs open. That would do it.
Mm-hmm.
I had my tab open. I was getting feedback from the YouTube side of it because it's delayed. So I had to mute that. But yeah, no double. James is just getting me going here. So who do we got? Outside with Scheib, he's another YouTuber with us. His channel is smoking hot right now.
It is. I mean, I've been traveling. I'm all over the place.
He is the traveling YouTuber tonight, or this month anyway.
Yeah.
You're up in Wisconsin. Where else?
Wisconsin, Ohio. Yep.
Ohio. You're doing some traveling in PA today.
Yeah, well, Iron and Oak, we're here. Was at my buddy's yesterday. We did some milling, so you'll see me on Iron and Oak's channel. So and then sooner or later I'll get down to Firewood the Furnace here and do a little collaboration with him too. So
whereabouts is Brad? It's Brad, right?
Yep. Yeah, he's down in Maryland. He's about an hour and a half from me. So
okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Because you're what, like almost central PA, right?
Like East Central. I'm like 45 minutes north of Harrisburg. So
okay.
It's not that terrible, but
I looked it up.
I am 16 hours from Wisconsin now.
Yeah, Wisconsin's a good haul, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's not even an easy way to get there.
Yeah, that's a long drive.
Yeah, that's
there.
Even for us, that's a good hike. Like you gotta.
Somebody put a lake in our way. That's what happened to us guys. There's a great big lake in our way going to Wisconsin. I don't know what happened there, but
some sort of great. It's a Great Lake for some reason. They become giant.
From where I am, I'm 16 hours to Oshkosh. Whether I go north through Sault Ste. Marie or whether I go south through Chicago, it doesn't matter. And I can even cross Port Huron and go north and cross the big bridge up there. I can't remember what they call the big bridge up there, but it doesn't matter which way we go. You're splitting hairs. So we normally go one way and then back the other.
Right.
At least it gives you different sights.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I have to look it up. I don't think I'm too far from you, Andrew. And like I had to get my passport and stuff, but I definitely want to get up there and check out your shop and hang out, drink a couple beers. Why not? You know what I mean?
I didn't even buy Miller Lite just for you.
Oh, look at this! You're such a nice guy.
It's not far. I'm only about. I would make Harrisburg about 5 hours, probably 5.5 hours. So I'm not too far.
Yeah. It's definitely closer in Wisconsin. So
it's a lot closer to Wisconsin. Yeah, a lot closer to Wisconsin.
Yeah, like you'd probably have to go up and you'd go up through New York then.
Yeah.
Up and then come across, I guess. Is that how you'd go there, Andrew?
Yeah. You just hop on 81, Don. You'd be right to the top of her, and
yeah,
man.
It's not long. It's pretty well. If you look at where we are in I-81, we're directly north of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's what I figured is the easiest way. Everything seems to get to you is to go up that way and around. Everyone kind of misses having to go through the city. Kind of
absolutely. That's the big thing. If you have to go through Toronto or Montreal, it's terrible. They're the worst cities to drive in the world. I'm sure of it.
Well, it's definitely going to be better than a military convoy because it takes us 12 to 16 hours to get to Fort Drum, driving a bunch of trucks to hell up there.
That would be a slow old trip, yeah?
Yes.
14 hours to Fort Drum from you guys. That would be a long haul.
Well, we normally put the slowest vehicles in the front, so nobody's just beating feet. So everybody's just stacked up behind the slowest vehicle, you know. So
that's all right. It's all part of the fun,
eh? We got Jeffries in the house. Good evening, gents. Happy Father's Day to you guys. Well, thanks.
Awesome. I'm not a father.
I've even got a dad shirt on tonight.
There you go. Look at that.
That's awesome. I got to pull mine out and put it on. I got it for my first one my son gave me, so I'll have to toss that on tomorrow. James says, worst he's been is Atlanta. That road ring is so confusing.
I don't know if I've ever been in Atlanta before. If I ever go, I'm going to go see Ricky Herron, though. That's for sure.
Where's Ricky? Ricky should be on too tonight.
He'll be excited to know that I've got a Boston butt waiting in the fridge for tomorrow. So I don't know on Father's Day. I'm the guy that's got to cook, but
you got to choose what you're having.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you're just gonna put it in a smoker and drink beer. It's not that hard, right?
You're right. That's the nice thing about it.
That's the whole reason to smoke something, so you can drink some beer, because smoking takes a little bit.
That's exactly it.
Those new pellet smokers, they make it even easier. You just set it and forget it. Gives you more time.
Oh, yeah. Bluetooth to your phone. You can see the temperatures of everything. You just kick back, throw down a couple 6-packs, and you're good to go.
That's right. I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love the Traeger. I miss my old smoker, but love the Traeger. That's for sure. What's Daniels? Los Angeles has the worst roads here on the West Coast, at least to me anyway. Yeah.
I've heard LA's bad.
I don't know. You hit the Ohio line, you're in Pennsylvania. Anywhere, all the states around us, the roads are nice. You hit Pennsylvania and they turn to shit quick. You know what I mean?
You're right. They absolutely do. Mm-hmm. They do. I think the only one that I've seen worse is when you cross Port Huron. Is it Port Huron? Sorry, yeah, you cross Port Huron and go from the Ontario roads to that side of Michigan. It's just like this. Especially if you're pulling a processor or a trailer. You're not sure if you're gonna make her or not.
Mhm.
Well, if you go that way, it'll make a great TikTok video for you. Doing the...
Yeah, you gotta get a song with the beat, and you just be going like this the whole way.
Yeah, that would be funny.
It was funny. The road we live on here, like the ninth line's been always known to be bad because like Dad always had the log trucks up and down, right? So this strip road was always bad. And when I first moved in here, like moved back home to where I am now, I took a Facebook video of like going down the road, like how bad the potholes were bouncing all around. And it was the next day the grader went down.
Do you know the guy in the grader?
They're just making a big joke about it, right? And it's like the township had the grader here the next day. I don't know if it was a coincidence or not, but
That's awesome.
Looks like we got back 40 in the house.
Yeah.
Look out.
Back 40s in the house. Woo, Woodhounds. Did I miss anything? Oh, you're always missing something if you're not here at the very beginning.
oh yes, that's the entertaining part of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Need a hand landscaping. What's up, y'all? Happy Father's Day. Look at this. Daniel has got an Easter maid showing up to his shop. Nice.
Oh, look out.
Right on.
Who's Easter maid you got showing up? We got Sam with Sandy. Howdy, folks. Great to see you guys all doing well this fine Saturday. Oh, we're doing great. Scheib was out having a pre-game.
Yep.
Oh, we all were. I was barbecuing,
Yep.
so I was pre-gaming. Of course. You got to.
Yeah, man.
So, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself, Scheib?
Well,
what got you into firewood? What's
well,
what's the lowdown?
I'm like most everybody, you know. You start out with firewood. Like we used to have a camp, so I've been around firewood my whole life. You know, you cut firewood. We cook over the fire. Every meal was over the fire. So breakfast, lunch, dinner over the fire. You know what I mean? So we're constantly cutting and splitting wood. You know what I mean? But obviously we had an axe. You know what I mean? At camp, so there I am. I'm just a little guy trying to swing an axe and split wood. You know, so and then. Down the road, I mean, we got rid of the camp, and then I got a coal stove for my house, but I started burning coal because we had a big flood, and like a coal vein or something blew out on the mountain, and there was just coal, big chunks of coal everywhere. So I took the four-wheeler and the trailer up on the mountain, grabbed all I could, and then brought it home. I had a freaking huge pile of coal, but then I had to sit there and break it with a damn hammer. You know, it's like, wow, this is a lot of work. I'd rather go buy it. You know, it's already broken up and everything. You know, but having Harmon Mark III coal/wood stove. That's what they sold them as years ago.
Yeah.
Well, now it's just coal because of EPA and everything. But I actually burn wood in it. It burns great. That's what I use to heat my house. So I've been getting an abundance of wood. So I was like, you know what? I can sell some of this, you know what I mean? So I put up a roadside stand, and it's been doing pretty good. So
that's the how you got it. So how hard? I've never. You always see coal; it's already broke up. Like, how hard is it? Is it just a sledge breaking it up, or?
Oh, you can use a little hammer. I mean, it all depends. Like around here, we have anthracite, so that's the hard coal. The hard coal breaks up pretty easy.
Yeah.
Now I don't really have any experience with the soft coal. Or bituminous, they call it, I think. But that's south. That's like West Virginia and stuff. But this hard coal, it breaks pretty easy. But you better be wearing some safety glasses because that shit's going everywhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Like we've talked about coal on here before, but it's you know there's nothing. I think you can get it around here in Hamilton, but. That's about it.
Like wherever I am, I'm about 5 hours from Kevin. Like growing up, I didn't even know people actually burn coal.
Yeah.
Well, like around here,
I had no idea until I think we did our first show in Ohio.
Yeah.
And we seen us like that's bizarre. Like that was like a weird thing for us. So
Around here, all these towns along in this valley, they're all built because of the coal miners. Everybody wake up in the morning, there'd be trails. They'd walk right up on the mountain, go to work, and they walk home. And there'd be trails from people walking every day to go to work. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And like I said, there's stripping holes, or I guess we call them stripping holes, but basically where they took the coal out, and they're as deep as you can think of. I don't even know. They're pretty deep. If you want to hide a body, this is where you come to put it.
There's our buddy Stump. He'd be east of you, I guess. And he's worked in an area. I can't remember how far it was from him. And there's coal seams in there, or they cut tunnels in. And it's whatever. They're not mining there anymore. Whoever bought it or has it now, they turned it into storage. So it's like a steady 70 degrees in there year round. Yeah. It's like a controlled, like a tempered environment basically in there. I'm like, there's hundreds of miles of whatever. I don't want to call it seam, but tunnels, I guess, there. Like, I got to go and see that one time. I was down there, 2-3 years ago, I guess. It would have been nice to see. It was just, I want to say it was like 50 miles from them, but I don't know if that's coming up your way or if they're just doing.
Well, most of our veins are
straight down,
pretty steep angle. Yeah. Like you get down to West Virginia, they're flat across. That's like a lot of places down there. They take off the whole top of the mountain just so they get the vein, and then they basically rebuild the mountain. Yeah, you know what I mean, so
yeah, it's you watch some of the guys log there, and they're logging the what do they call those piles? Whatever, they like just the topsoil and stuff they kick off and they replant them, and it's so it's just like up and down, right?
Right.
As they kick those piles out.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to Hatfield McCoy down there in West Virginia is it's riding trails for 4-wheelers, any kind of ATV, motorcycles. But you're riding along a trail and you can see the coal vein, and there's a 3-foot circle where they just bored into that vein and pulled everything out. You know what I mean? And it's just circle after circle after circle after circle. It's pretty neat to see.
Yeah, that would be pretty neat. I heard that's quite the trail system down there, that Hatfield and McCoy.
Yeah, I haven't been down there for a few years, but they're working on like interconnecting all the trails, so you can go from one trail system to the other trails and just stay on your 4-wheeler. Just pack a tent.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, even going down there and like go and like normally when we'll go to the Paul Bunyan show, we'll come down the interstate. We're normally in a hurry, but then going back home, we'll go over to like Wheeling and then go north. There's a road there that follows the river. They're just going through there and seeing all the infrastructure from the coal mines. Like what it's amazing. It's huge infrastructure. So somebody else that wouldn't normally ever see it. It's pretty impressive to see that.
Yeah, there's some I've seen, and it all comes from Stump Jumper. He posts videos of all the belting they set up. They just keep one main area for processing the coal, and they miles of this conveyor belt running coal back to the main area. It's crazy.
Oh, it's insane, man.
I'll have to find that video for you. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. It's something you don't see every day. It's like, why move the mine when you just bring everything to the mine? It's crazy.
And everybody gives coal a bad name. I mean, the only bad thing about it, you get a lot of ash, like a lot of ash, and around on one of your live streams, I'm pretty sure, I think we talked about this, but they use the coal ash around here because a lot of people still have coal furnaces. Yeah. You know, I mean, they're running rice coal through their furnace. Well, they put their ashes out. They pick them up like every Wednesday or something. And then the borough takes them up to their building. Come wintertime, they throw that stuff down for like traction in the winter. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So while we're talking, Sawmill with Sandy wants to know, he's never seen it burn for heating. How does it burn compared to wood?
I could fill this stove up and get a 24-hour burn out of it.
Wow. Because it burns a lot. It burns a lot hotter, right?
It burns a lot hotter. It burns a lot slower, but it burns hotter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Like once you got a good coal bed, it's just blue flames coming up.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome. They call it the blue ladies dancing around in there. You can just sit there and watch it all day.
Yeah.
But it's like the most I ever got
That's pretty cool.
burning wood out of this stove is like 16 hours. You know what I mean? That's just backing it down and basically snuffing it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah. Cool.
Well, it's funny where you were talking about the fly ash. Like we were starting to do the Stonemaker machine. Right, we're going to that project here next couple of weeks and start tackling that. But a lot of people take that fly ash and make bricks out of it. I guess a lot of third world countries they'll actually I guess it presses. They don't know what else they put in it for a binder, but it's supposed to make a really nice brick.
Yeah. So when you get that 24-hour burn overnight with coal in the morning, like how much ash do you think are you getting out of that?
Oh, like
are you getting like a gallon of ash?
I don't know. It's a pretty big tray. I mean, once I shake it down, if I were to shake it down, I mean, there's obviously coal is a totally different animal. You got to open the door and let it get going. Because if you shake it down without let it get going, your fire go out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I shake it down, it drops a good 3-4 inches. You know what I mean? But I still have something there to catch the next coal.
Yeah.
So, but I haven't used coal in probably 3-4 years. You know
okay.
So.
Yeah, that's interesting. Every time it gets brought up, I gotta like dig in even more into it. I love it.
Well, coal used to be $170 a ton, and now it's $270 a ton.
Wow.
So, like coal, like the prices of everything has been changing. Like coal would always stay the same, but this year it went up $100 a ton. So
yeah.
Oh, is that like just in the year? Yeah. That's wild, eh? That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy.
So we got that wood guys in the house. Hey guys, hope everybody's doing okay. We're doing
Hey Greg,
great.
what's going on, buddy?
Nice to see you. Joe's around. Joe, Andrew's got a question for you. What's the length in inches from the push plate to tip of the wedge on an Ultra? 24 inches. What's the length in inches from the wedge to the start of the table? 16.
I think you'd be right there. I don't know from the wedge to the start of the table. I think it's 16. Because that would have kind of been the thought process there is when you pull one back, it'd be 16. You'd be able to stay on the table with it. The opening is about 20. It's a little more than 24, like 24 and a quarter. A lot of the times, like some of them, depending on how big the guys put the dimples on the pusher, they might get a little bit closer than that. But for the most part, it'd be about 24 and a quarter, 24 and 3/8 would be the opening there.
There you go, Joe. You don't have to go run out and measure that now.
That would have been too easy.
Mark, good evening, gentlemen. I have a 1222 coming in the next couple weeks in central New York and can't wait to get it. Keep the great videos coming. Well, thanks for stopping by, Mark, and you're going to love that 1222.
Thanks a lot, Mark. That 1222 is going to work awesome for you. They really put a pile of wood at the back of them.
Yeah, I got to get up there to Iron and Oak and run. I think they have a 1222. Get up there and run theirs.
Yeah, Chuck and Dev have a 1222 they run, yeah.
We got Daniel. Mark, congrats. I have a beep on order, and I can't wait for it to arrive.
Dan's going to love that wall fridge. They're a nice machine.
I'm just playing with you, Daniel.
They are really nice machines. I mean, even mine for what it is a nice machine.
Yeah, like that Rugged you have, Dan, would be miles ahead of something you buy at the box store.
Right.
Like it would suit just perfect for what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm not like real heavy production or anything. It works just fine for me, and it's way better than a box store. So,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and a guy like you that's mechanically inclined, it wouldn't make a lot of sense to spend the extra money. I know myself, like I would probably have gone that way too if I wasn't building a wood splitter looking for a machine. I would have seriously considered something like that because I can wrench on, I can fix it. Like just having the base of it there is the important part, right? So
I mean, I was able to modify it to make an adjustable wedge. You know what I mean? Just going from your designs and Wolf Ridge designs. You know what I mean? It's fairly simple. And, you know, it's not that hard at all. If you know somebody that can weld, you know what I mean, and put things together, it's easy. You know what I mean? So.
Ashton says hi, Daddy.
tell Ashton I can hear him from here.
There's Ricky.
There's
He's
Ricky.
in the house. How you doing, Ricky? It's got to be getting warm down there now.
Ricky, I got a Boston butt for the smoker tomorrow. You're gonna be so proud of me.
Let her rip.
That's gonna. What are you cooking it on? What do you use for a smoker?
I've got a Kamado. I've got like one of those big egg things.
Yep. Yeah. They're good too.
And I've just started to figure this thing out. It's something that I've had it a couple of years, and I was almost ready to kick it with the curb. And now that I've used it more and run it more, I'm starting to really like it. It's one of those things that takes a little bit of patience to learn it and know how to run it. But once you do it, it's good.
Yeah, they're good machines. Well, you made his night.
I made his night. I'm glad it did.
So now we've got the traveling YouTuber with us here. How was the Firewood Frenzy? How did that
Firewood Frenzy, I mean, it rained again this year, but I mean, for what it is, it's not necessarily a come check out equipment. It's come hang out, have a good time, shoot the shit. You know what I mean? Just bringing people together. You know what I mean? It's awesome. So, I mean, I was there last year. I was there this year, and I'm planning on going back next year as long as my schedule allows it. And it's just bringing the community together, putting names and faces to the names that you see on these live streams and stuff. And it's freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's the same like going to Bunyan, right? You talk to all these people all the time, and all of a sudden you get to see them, shake their hand, talk to them in person. It's great. And same with going to the Firewood Frenzy, right?
Yeah, I mean, Bunyan, you can actually walk around and see a bunch of equipment, but you know, well, that's basically why the Frenzy is just a one-day event. You know, you come out, do a little meet and greet, have a good time, win some prizes, and go back with some great memories. You know what I mean? So it's awesome.
Oh, I mean, it'd be really great to get out and just see everybody. Me and Gord have kind of kicked that around to do something here like that just get a bunch of YouTubers. Yeah, like Sandy's not far from us. Like say Sandy right there, Kev's here. And there's a bunch of people like locally, like within a easy driving distance that are always on our channels here. So
I've seen. I was gonna have to talk to Daniel and see what kind of names are, or what kind of trademarks are on that Firewood Frenzy. We can do the Firewood Frenzy Canadian edition.
The Canadian Firewood Frenzy. I like it.
Yeah. No, would actually, it's not bad if you can't cross the border or if you're closer going there, right? Whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Work pretty good.
Or go to both.
Yeah, right. Boy, yeah. If you can do both, you do it.
Well,
yeah, that'd be good.
Me, Brad, and Chuck have been talking about trying to do like an East Coast Firewood Frenzy. You know what I mean? If you don't want to travel to Wisconsin and you want to come out to, or if you're real close to the East Coast, like Pennsylvania to Maine or whatever, you can just rip down, but we have to find a venue and do all that legwork. So that's one of the things. When I go down to Brad's, that's one of the things we're gonna try to work out. I mean, I know he has a possible venue that he can use, but we got to work out some details with that too. So
Yeah. I guess you'd have a little bit of a venue there, eh, Andrew, to hold it?
Oh yeah. I'd have lots of room.
Indoor camping facility.
Yeah. That's exactly it. It's funny. One of my buddies that used to work for Dad, he had a picture today of the shop when they were like when the logging company was in there, and seeing the difference between the shop when it was logging company and then like today is like incredible. It's amazing the difference. You wouldn't even know it was the same shop.
It's amazing how stuff over the years, how it changes. Even where I'm working now, my buddy's shop, it's the same thing. How much it's changed in the past 5 years.
See if we get a picture of it. That was not a really good picture of it, but that was a shop before. So that's where we did Easton Made.
Yeah.
Before. Oh, we got a picture of the same. And that's looking almost the same spot.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to kind of see it there, but it's.
I like the signs on the walls too.
Yeah, big change.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Jeffrey Scheib, if you're ever in New York, you can swing by to run our 2228 with the STK24 conveyor. Plus, I'll cook you something on the Traeger. Plus, I have a few beers.
I like beer and food. And
I wouldn't even worry about going to see the wood splitter. I'd just be going to see Jeff and the meal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
No, that guy seems to have some dandies. I'll tell you. That's
Well, I follow them on Facebook. You know, I mean, I see all the stuff they're putting out. I mean, that's awesome. Great. Everything they make has Easton Made colors on it. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Jeffrey all the time. Usually it's on the weekend. We got pictures of whatever we're cooking on the smoker, going back and forth. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll definitely. I mean, New York, like, give me a rough area in New York. It's probably on the way. If I head up there to Andrew, I might be able to stop in on the way. Who knows?
Yeah, you wouldn't be too far from Jeff. He's in Roxbury. He's the name of the town there. And it's east of New York City, kind of northeast of New York City, maybe 2 hours outside, an hour and a half outside.
That ain't far for me at all then.
No.
Yeah.
Just hop, skip, and jump for you.
We have William Collins around. Hello, everyone. How you doing, William?
What's up, William? I believe he was at the Frenzy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ricky says, send me a picture. Going to be a trip.
I'll sign you a picture tomorrow, Ricky, when I get it done.
James says, congrats on being Employee of the Month, Scheib.
Oh, yeah.
Joe was missing the muscle.
I did see his last. Oh, man, I wish Scheib was here. He said, in his last video, I'm like, man, I wish he was closer because I'd be over there running that 405. He wouldn't have any wood left.
Oh, they're an awesome machine. Those 405 Yappas work awesome.
Yeah,
that's pretty neat wedge setup they got on.
Right.
There.
Speaking of something like Andrew, have you ever thought of possibly making a smaller processor like that?
You'll likely see us do something like that in the next year or two, I would think.
Yeah,
but it's going to be small. Like, it's hard to build something small. Like we've said we're not going to do anything cheaper. I guess it's hard to do it to keep the cost on it. But the way that it seems to be going is people are typically doing that smaller wood anyways. Like that 14, 15, 16 inches.
Yeah,
that seems to be the diameter that works well. And I've seen. They also have a unit that runs a buzz saw. I think Palex makes one that runs a circular saw on it.
Yeah.
but it's not an actual. It's not like a slasher blade on it. It's like a miter saw blade on it, a big miter saw blade. So we may explore that and see if we can't get something like that to work and perform. But again, like I don't know where we'd be cost wise on. I don't know if it'd be any more affordable or not. But
Right. I'm just looking like maybe like somebody like me that doesn't do it for a full-time job, but would want to have like a faster process. You know, I mean, the Yappas are great for a
so
small
that's
business.
exactly it. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So if you're doing 300-400 full cord, you know what I mean? That like that Yappa would be great, or something smaller from some other company would be awesome. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of looking at the Yappas, the 405s or 435s or 465s. I mean, but sometimes I get that bigger stuff in. So I'm definitely going to keep the rugged made around. You know what I mean? Well, just like Joe does with
Yeah,
the
like,
Axis,
even
you know what I mean?
even guys that buy our processors, like you still have to. You're always gonna have stuff that's you're gonna have to kick out or whatever, and do with a normal splitter, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we probably kicked out, I think it was around a double worth of logs just for like hand cut guys, or just like too big, right? You can't put through.
Mm-hmm.
And that's normal for us. That's just how we do it. The job I'm on now, there's going to be 3 doubles, maybe 2.5 to 3 doubles of stuff I can't put through it, but like there's some big nasty stuff that I'm just don't bother putting it on.
You can't put it through the 60C. That thing's huge.
It's a 48.
Oh,
they
48.
They basically put a saw log on, and I couldn't cut through it. And I tried. Yeah. It was basically a saw log. I'm like, if you put it on, I'll run it, but and I couldn't cut through it. Like I was still like that. I was hitting the thing. I'm like, yeah, that's sorry.
Well, you almost need a roller on the conveyor to bring the log in, so you can roll it and then bring the damn saw back down and cut it again.
Yeah.
I said I've run some big stuff through the rugged made. You know, I mean, that probably shouldn't have went through. You know, I run the piss out of that thing, and I beat that thing up, and I don't know. It's some of the stuff I should probably have a better splitter for, but I make it work. You know. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the main thing. That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah. So William was at the frenzy. A lot smaller than Bunyan, but still fun, and that's what matters. As long as you're enjoying yourself there, that's.
And if you would have stuck around and hung out at my tailgate, you would have had some Woodhound Brew. The Woodhound Brew was a hit. Everybody loved it that had it. At least they said they did. It was excellent.
I don't think anybody want to say no to you. So Ricky says temperatures will be in the triple digits next week with humidity 70 to 80%.
Oh, no thank you.
That sucks. That ain't for me.
Yeah. Joe, 100 degrees Tuesday, hitting the lake again with Zach and Cowboy and checking out the bikinis.
No, you're checking out the sandbar, Joe.
Yeah.
The sandbar.
The sandbar.
Yeah. Sandbar's a great place. Daniel, thanks, Scheib. Leave out the West Coast guys.
Oh, well, Dan, you guys got to start your own frenzy out there. I mean, I am not driving to the West Coast. I'm sorry. The Midwest is probably as far as I want to drive.
That's a long way. You probably hit a lot of tolls going out that way too, eh?
Probably, yeah. But I mean, the only reason I drove this year because I brought my 500i. My buddy brought his 500i. My buddy Sam brought his 500i.
Yeah.
And so you compare 2 plane tickets, a rental car, you know, you're looking at basically the same price. You know what I mean? And if we would have had a third person help drive, it would have been even better. you know.
Yeah.
So it's all how you look at things, you know. So your rental car for 4 days would probably be all but $500. You know what I mean? So
Did you drive straight through then? 16 hours, the two of you?
yeah, yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
We
man,
didn't.
that's a lot of driving.
We didn't stop anywhere to. I mean, we stopped to get fuel and stuff, but other than that,
Yeah.
straight through. I think we left here at 5 p.m. on the Wednesday before, and we got there Thursday morning at 9. So,
Oh, wow.
but then you lose an hour getting there, or gain an hour, lose an hour. I don't know. You gain an hour.
Gain an
Yeah.
hour, yeah.
So,
yeah, that's friends of ours. They're looking at going to Tennessee, Nashville when we're at Bunyan.
yeah.
And a couple of them, they're all driving down. And there's another couple coming down. They're going to leave at midnight on Friday, get down there Saturday. It's 12 hours, so get there Saturday at noon. There Sunday and turn around and head back Monday.
Mm.
You guys are nuts for that short amount of time.
Yeah.
What? Why?
That's a lot of driving. That's a lot of driving.
Yeah, like they're nuts. And then they're like, "Oh, why don't you leave Bunyan and come over to Tennessee? We'll stay a couple extra days." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know about that. That's another 6 hours over, and then now you're 12 hours home."
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It'd be fun, but that's a lot of driving. But Joe, he's going to Fort Wayne to do a collab video with Outdoors with Andy and his new 916. That's right. Man. I saw you got that.
Right on. That'll be great.
That because he just got that. What this week or last week?
It was pretty recent.
This week.
It was pretty.
I think
recent.
It was this week.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm on number 4.
William said he was at your tailgate and had some Woodhound brew.
Awesome.
I only had 4 in the fridge. Gotta savor them.
Well, that's because you're drinking that expensive crap.
I think a case of Miller Lite here for 24 cans, you're probably $46.
46 Canadian.
46 Canadian dollars for 24 cans of Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you'd be about $38, $39 American.
No, that's a little more than what I'm paying here. I'm paying $24 a case American.
Really?
That's for a 30-pack.
Huh.
Wow.
I would have thought it'd be less. I would have thought it'd be a lot less than that.
Yeah.
Be willing says keep that swamp weather can stay down south, and that's it is swamp everything. It's not fun to cut wood in. I'll tell you that. That just makes a swamp of not nice stuff. Joe's in the house. $5 to buy Scheib another beer. He drank all of mine.
Did you at least enjoy one Dr. Pepper with Joe Scheib? At least one Dr. Pepper.
I did not, but I plan on doing that when I go out for the Bunyan show because I'm definitely stopping into Joe's there and hanging out for sure.
Oh, I have to pack Dr. Pepper and Miller Lite in the cooler just for you two guys.
There's nothing wrong with Dr. Pepper.
I like
Pretty
Dr. Pepper a lot.
There isn't. There's 24 flavors. Come on, man.
I don't. When you go into the McDonald's and stuff, and you make your own drinks now, you can go in Dr. Pepper cherry. Oh, that's so good. So good. Love it. Jeffrey says it's cold here in New York. Almost started the wood stove. Only got to 50. Yeah, it was cold and windy.
It was cold and windy here.
Yeah. Iron and Oak's here. Hey guys, what's going on?
Iron Oak, what's up, Chuck and Deb? I actually seen them yesterday.
Up, guys.
So, yep, they were over at my buddy's yesterday. Milled up some logs for my buddy, and hopefully you guys had a good time. I mean, it's probably the easiest job they ever had.
Were you slugging slabs for him?
Yep. Me
Yeah.
and Sam were pulling slabs. All Deb had to do was run the camera, and she loved it. Chuck was just cutting away, so it was good. It was good.
Yeah, that'll be a good video. It's nice when you can just sit there and record stuff. You don't have to worry about, get this camera angle or set the camera up there. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, it is far easier.
Yeah.
Like if somebody else is running the processor, it's far easier to get a video than if you're out there yourself doing it. Or somebody else running the splitter, it's far easier.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Daniel says, "Oh, come on, guys. I've driven from Seattle to Los Angeles many times." You sure you're still not doing that? That'd take a long time, doesn't it?
I'm sure you didn't take the Ford, though.
Like, what's worse? Like, they say the 401's the busiest highway in the world. Like, is it even worse than LA highways?
I think LA is supposed to be pretty bad. Like the 401 is the busiest highway in Canada, like without a doubt. Like
I thought it was the world.
It's 16 lanes, is it?
Holy crap.
It's nuts going through Toronto. It's what? It's not as bad as it was years ago. Like since COVID, it's not near as bad as it was. Yeah. Like we just came from Toronto the other day, and it wasn't like 2019, like before COVID.
Oh, it's brutal.
It was a parking lot every single hour of the day. It didn't matter when you went. It was just busy. I think Montreal is probably worse, though.
Even though I've never been into Montreal. Toronto's brutal. Like, if we go to your place, it's like, if you're not on the road by 5 o'clock, like, I'm not going if I can't be on the road at 5. I'm not sitting in Toronto traffic.
Toronto's, the roads in Montreal, there's as many lanes, but it feels like the lanes are half the size. Like if you're going through Montreal, like pulling a trailer or pulling a processor, like you could go around a gradual corner and like you're touching one tire in one line and the back tire is hanging off the other one. And it doesn't matter how you do it.
That's brutal.
It is tight.
Wow.
I do hate like the cattle chutes towing a trailer.
Yeah.
Like that's like the worst feeling in the world to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But other than something like that, I'm fine driving. You know what I mean? And we hit cattle chutes, especially in a military vehicle, because that thing's gonna climb that damn wall and flip over.
Like wow.
That.
Yeah. So they say 401, 28 lanes wide at the widest through Toronto.
28
wow.
lanes.
I thought it was 16.
That's great. I didn't realize it was that wide.
I'm glad I live in the sticks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Andrew is too. Yeah.
Like if I don't see a whole lot of traffic. Perth. The one thing that sucks is Perth. Like the shop is on the other side of Perth. If it weren't for being on the other side of Perth, because Perth's like a tourist town, so like you can fire a can in downtown Perth in the wintertime when there's not a soul around to hear it. In the summertime, you're 10 minutes across town turns into 45 minutes across, and I don't even know why. Just people everywhere.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't fire my cannon there in the summer?
Nope.
Or should I?
No, you're taking people out here firing a can in the summer.
Yeah. Somebody's going to report you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's this crazy guy with a cannon down here. You got to come get him.
He's from Pennsylvania.
His name's Scheib.
Yeah, you can throw my name out there. That sounds
good. He's got a camera for some reason.
I wonder if I could cross into Canada with a cannon.
It would depend on the day.
Yeah.
Like, here's my passport. I'm good. I don't need a license for this thing.
Says, well, Scheib is drinking water. Try a Canadian beer.
I do like Molson. I like Molson Canadian. You know what I mean? I've had Canadian beer, especially when I was up in New York, because it was prevalent. You know, what I mean, I don't get the Canadian stuff down here, this far south from the border.
I think years and years ago, I think there was a big difference, and I think now I don't think now there's any difference in it.
Yeah,
really a whole lot.
I find like even the Coors Light, you try the Coors like ours compared to theirs, you still taste a difference in it.
really.
I find anyway. Yeah.
I've even like where we are right in between Toronto and Montreal. So the one lad that works at the beer store, he his wife used to work for me, and he said like if you drink like an Axe, like a Molson Axe, you can tell the difference whether it came out of Montreal or whether it came out of Toronto, just the different water.
I'm surprised because
he said if you put them side by side, you taste the difference in them. And like where we are, you get both, right? So,
that's crazy. Going in and buying, you got to ask where the skid came from.
What water was used?
Yeah, well that's basically it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like if you want a real Canadian beer, you get the X. This stuff's pretty tame stuff compared to the X.
You can get some 50.
You could pour some 50 in you. That's some dirty stuff.
Yeah.
What
else is up? Labatt's? Is it Labatt's?
Yeah, Labatt's.
Yeah, Labatt's blue, but like a lot of the old lads will drink what they call Labatt's 50, and they normally set it next to the wood stove. So it was warm.
With their green export A's.
Yes. Yeah, the big long ones. It's hard stuff. Like there's the real old Canadian lads. It's either Labatt's 50 or Molson Axe. That's what you're drinking, and it's not normally cold.
Oh.
I don't know if I could drink a warm beer. I mean, I know the Germans do it all the time. You know, that's how their beer is served, warm. You know, so I like a nice cold, ice cold Miller Lite.
Yeah,
good to go.
Ice cold's the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Cooler beer.
Really not that. It's wet. Don't matter to me. Depends on what it is. Warm 50 though, it's not. Like a warm Coors Light or like a warm Bud Light, like I can definitely drink that, no problem at all. It's like water anyways, so.
Yeah.
Draw the line at a warm 50.
Yeah, warm 50 is not what you want.
I think I'd probably draw the line at a warm Woodhound brew. I don't know. I don't know if I can handle that.
So what was the Woodhound brew?
Well, it's like a chocolate stout. So, and then there's bourbon infused coffee. So if you like coffee, you like bourbon, and you like chocolate, you're gonna love it. It's freaking good shit.
Sounds sick.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Sounds sick.
Like, did it come with a spoon so you get the rest out?
Well, you could chew it. You could probably chew it a little bit.
Yo, I bet.
It's a nice, dark, rich beer for sure.
Wow.
Well, I've been known to take the odd go again or some, but sometimes you eat some of that stuff, and it's more than this I can handle.
I love Guinness, but I can only have like one or two of them before I feel like I'm weighted down, like I can't freaking move. It's just such a heavy beer, you know what I mean? It just sits
it is, yeah.
Oh my god!
Like in the summertime, I don't normally drink. Like I'll drink a little bit of Guinness in the summertime. I might grab the odd case of it, but like it's a wintertime beer. It's
yeah.
That's when it's better when you're sitting by the fire and have 3 or 4 of them. That's when to have them. And then summertime when you're out in the heat, it's not quite as good.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not a Guinness fan. A little bit too thick for me.
Oh, it's an acquired taste for sure.
Iron Oak had a great time. Yes, I didn't have to lift the thing. Thanks again, Scheib.
Exactly. That's what I was there for. On the muscle.
You're looking forward to seeing that video come out. Jeffrey, Dr. Pepper, Captain Morgan's, The Boys, Fire Pit, one hell of a good time.
Yes, that would be all right.
Dr. Pepper and Captain Morgan's. Never had it.
That would be pretty good, I would think.
I don't know. I love the whiskey and the hard stuff, but it hates me. It makes me into a madman.
No, I'm the same way. If you see me drinking, I don't drink it at all anymore.
Me neither. I learned my lesson.
It goes in one end, the brain flow out the other.
Rye Rage.
Oh,
not even so much. I'll drink it like I drink beer, and that's not good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, my grandfather used to drink that stuff, and by the end of the night, he'd be eating shot glasses, like eating shot glasses. So I'd probably take a little bit after him.
Daniel says, I took something worse in mileage. I had a Mazda pickup with a supercharged rotary engine in it. Last time I did that drive was 14 years ago. So that was
Mazda pickup with a rotary engine in it.
Supercharged.
I wonder if they come faster with that.
Yeah, I don't.
Or whether that's something you'd have to put in there. That'd be pretty cool.
I think you would have built that. I don't think Mazdas came with that, did they? With rotaries?
No, I think Mazda. Wasn't Mazda
the
the one that
RX-7s
came out with the rotary?
They're known for rotaries, and a supercharger probably an odd thing to see on one too. Like you'd see a turbo on one a lot.
Oh, we'll see what he says here.
That's got my curiosity.
Yeah. 401, North America's busiest road. There we go.
401.
Oh, yes. Andrew, remember this.
Pickled
deer heart. He's got waiting for you. Scheib can pick some up on his way up for you when he stops there.
How many you want? I'll get everyone I see.
Now, I wonder if it's pickled or whether it's canned.
He pickles it.
Yeah.
With salt and a brine and stuff, or like a.
I think so. Jeffrey will answer that. I'll keep a lookout.
Pickled brine. I'm not. I think you almost you cook it, and then I don't know.
It should cook in the brine when you boil it,
right?
To seal it in the jar, right?
Yeah.
Like in a can.
It's almost like pressure cooking.
Like your can.
I've had canned venison, so you put it in like a. Fuck! I got one in the base. I don't even know what the fuck they call it. It was like a pressurized fucking.
Yeah. Pressure canner.
Pressure cooker. Yep.
Yeah.
But it's got a different name though.
Pressure canner, isn't it?
There you go.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of that.
So you're just using it. If you're pickling it, you're just using vinegar, right?
Yeah.
And it will cook in that pressure.
Vinegar with it, though?
I would guess. I don't know. Jeffrey will get here. I'll keep an idea. Well,
we got to keep an eye out on that one because I'm really curious to know if it's actually like vinegar, brine, pickled, or whether it's canned.
Yeah. So we'll go back here on one. Daniel Atkins says, I built it. It was the only truck like it on earth. I got to drive it to Mazda's R&D center and headquarters for an event. Now that would be cool.
Really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, Daniel. Do you got any pictures of that? I'd like to see pictures of that if you have it. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's fun building stuff like that. I had an old S10 with a small block, and it was a fun little truck to drive. It was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, those are pretty. My buddies built one too. It was a fun truck. Where are we here now? Oh, Andrew, wouldn't it be nice if you had a shop in your backyard? He does have a great big one.
yes, it would be. There'd be no traffic at all then, James. Except on Friday night, Saturdays, and Sundays when you don't want it.
Yeah. Steve, he's making the drive to Disneyland on Thursday. So Disneyland is the one in California, right?
I'm not quite sure.
Right?
I get Disneyland,
Disneyland's Florida,
Disney World. Disneyland. I think Disney World is in
Florida.
I don't know. I get them confused all the time.
I'm guessing that's where he is because he's talking with Daniel. So I'm guessing. I'm sure he'll correct that. Let's see what Jeffrey says. Yes, correct, Skidder Kev. We cook it in the brine and then pickled in the juice. So it's like bread and butter pickles. It's his family recipe.
Oh.
Fuck, really?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's fucking. That's got me baffled. That one. Like it's pickled. Well, yeah, of course you do leeks the same way. It's a vegetable. I'm just saying. I'll give it a whirl for you, Jeff, but I don't know.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's too much.
Oh.
Disneyland's California, Disney World is Florida. I thought it was the other way around. Disneyland.
Well, on that same note, like I've seen the sausages pickled before, and I like sausages. I like a good Italian sausage. I still haven't tried the pickled sausage yet. Or you know what other one's really odd too is when you get down in Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, you get peanuts.
Pickled or boiled?
Boiled peanuts. Yeah,
I got boiled peanuts
at the convenience store.
Yeah, I stopped at a roadside stand. Couldn't understand a single thing the guy said, but I said I want some of those. He said, "All right, here you go." They're different. They almost taste like you're eating like a soybean almost. It's not like a roasted. It's different. It's kind of acquired. I ate them. They're all right, but
you know what other things odd like that too that I'm normally pretty open was blood pudding in Scotland.
Blood pudding. Yeah, that's tough. I'd like to try a lot of things. That's a tough one for me.
I haven't seen
every single breakfast. Every breakfast you went to had it. Every single one had blood pudding.
Well, it used to be that way. It used to be that way here, but I haven't seen it in years. Like probably a decade. Yeah. Like nobody makes blood pudding around here anymore. I have no idea why.
And that's different than the blood sausage, obviously, right? Those are two separate things.
No, it's the same idea. It's a puck about that big, I think.
Oh, so okay, so it's like blood sausage or whatever. That's the way I've heard it, blood sausage. But
yeah,
I don't know. Huh. Said Scheib will have to bring a jar to Andrew for the Boonville show.
Yes, the Boonville show. I got Woodruff Woods actually told me about this, and he gave me the dates to see if I can line something up, and I might go to the Boonville show also. That'd be awesome. Hell yeah!
You are doing the Boonville, right?
You'd love the Boonville show. Like it's like Ohio's got a lot of big equipment. Boonville's got a lot of variety. Boonville's got something for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Boonville, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. I think Stevie's going. My buddy Stevie there we had on, Andrew. He's probably heading there.
Yeah.
I think he's going to Boonville. Sorry, I lost my spot because I was jumping back and forth here. We have James says Keith's. Alexander Keith's, that's another beer. And Iron and Oak. Do they still make Moosehead beer in Canada? They sure do. As far as I know, they do.
Yeah, they do. So they still make lots of it.
Yeah. Deb, how's it going? And thanks again, Scheib and Sam, for letting me relax.
Exactly. She had an easy day. Very easy day.
Yeah. I think I got everything. If I missed anything up there, I'm sorry, guys. Just retype that.
I grew up on Old Milwaukee, and I think it was Schlitz.
Schlitz. I've never heard of Schlitz.
Yeah, I think Schlitz is out of Allentown, PA. So
yeah.
Oh wait, what was the one I had friends in PA telling me about a beer that was like a Pennsylvania beer. Like, you have to try it. I'm like, I don't know about that. Because they're all laughing when they're telling me about it. And I'm like,
All right.
yeah, this is a bit suspicious.
I'm not sure where Hams is made, but that's probably the cheapest beer you'll find.
Hams.
Yep.
I don't know if Nutsy's on here. He was the one that was telling me. He'll write her down. But Steve, 100 degrees in Reading. I guess that's in Anaheim. When they drive next week, 60 and raining there in Oregon, I believe he said he was. Yeah. It was cool. It was like unusually cool here today.
Yeah, it was probably 16, 17 degrees Celsius here today. So you'd be right around that 50, 55 Fahrenheit, I would think.
Yeah, well, I think here today it was windy as hell, but I think that the high was like 70. So, and yesterday the high was like 85. So,
yeah, that was the same as here. Like, yes, yesterday I golfed yesterday, and it was hot. It was hot on the golf course yesterday.
Humid.
It was warm.
It was bad.
Windy, lots and lots and lots and lots of wind.
Well, we got lots and lots of wind today, so it was like I wanted to do some filming today, but I'm not doing it in the wind. You know, that's ridiculous. It's all.
Yeah. Do Ranch DIY. Hey, everyone, just saw this was going on. Better late than never. Well, thanks for showing up.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah. Where are we here?
I don't know what Scheib said to Craig to upset him so badly, but
What the hell? I don't understand. I need a therapist. I think everybody knows I need a therapist for something. Or one way or another, I probably should have a therapist.
This is what he thinks. You need to get a life together and find your old woman, your old corny. We'll need to see a therapist. Thank you for your
really
support.
upset him.
You all can't talk about nothing. So you all have a nice day.
Wow. Well, I apologize. Craig. I don't know.
Cheers. Sorry. We're each other's therapists. Sorry, we are in therapy right now. That's I can't make that go away. Whatever.
That's
it is what it is.
That's actually pretty calm. That's pretty calm to stuff I've seen lately.
It is. I mean,
I get some dandies.
And Jeffrey knows what I'm talking about there too. Andrew's probably seen the same stuff. William, my mom made pickled deer heart. She'd boil the heart and then put it in a jar, add salt and vinegar and sliced onion, and left in the fridge for a few weeks to let it pickle. And then she sliced the heart. Yeah, I don't.
We'll normally boil it and then put it on the barbecue and seasoning stuff. It's delicious.
I love it. I love heart, but I have a family history of high cholesterol, so I don't eat much of it, but I do like it. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. That's the thing about like heart, liver. It's very high in cholesterol, so I don't want to end up with clogged arteries and everything else that's been my dad, his dad, you know, and so
yeah. Iron and Oak Yingling make a great beer. Yingling?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do make good beer.
Right here in Pottsville, PA, baby. Woo!
Senior Firewood. Larry, how's it going, Larry?
Schlitz Tall Boys. That's what I'm talking about. Schlitz, Schmitz. Schlitz and Schmitz.
We got another Yinglings brewed in PA.
Yep.
Yinglings. I can't remember if that was it. It must have been. Where are you, Nutsy?
You might not be able to get them up there. I'll have to bring some up.
Yeah, haven't tried it. Is it a blue can?
Really?
Or blue?
Well, you got Yingling Flight is their newest like light beer. You got Yingling Premium. You got Yingling Lager. And then you got a Yingling Porter, Hershey Porter. So Hershey and Yingling got together and made a beer. So it's a darker beer. It has Hershey chocolate and whatever Yingling puts in it. Their Yingling Porter. So it's actually pretty damn good.
Interesting.
All right, guys, I gotta piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm not far off it either. That Yingling Lager is a lot like Canadian. Like it's very close to Molson. Like it's like we'll normally buy it or like PBR or what's the other one down there? Can't even think, but it'd be along those lines.
Yeah. So the Yingling's still going here. Yingling is red label, I guess. I can't. I wish I remembered it. Huh. Then he's got.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't. It's. I always thought it was like Oriental or something, and then one day I read the label, and I think it's the oldest brewery in the United States or oldest beer in the United States, maybe.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. So I don't know where the name Yingling comes from, or like what part of the world the actual name is from, but
yeah,
I always thought it was an Oriental thing when I first tried it, and then it's a good beer though. It is pretty good stuff.
Let me. I'll just message him quick while we're waiting for Scheib to get back. Bothers me not knowing what that is now. With Daniel 16 reigning there.
He's gonna have to try that access it when it comes off the truck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I don't know if you saw he's there. He's unloading it for the guy so he can take it home. That's awesome.
And it'll be something to try for you, Daniel, if you've never run a vertical anyway. They're not. I don't think they're as fast as a horizontal, but they're definitely a lot of fun to run.
Yeah, he says he doesn't remember now. You're no help. Jeez. Oh wow. And he comes up with Bud Light Lime. Yeah, that's it. We have
Bud Light. I don't even know if that's a beer, is it?
Yeah, it is. It actually is pretty good though. I like it on smoking hot days. It's so good. Like a couple.
It's right up there with a White Claw.
Get out of here.
Oh yeah,
White Claw. What did I miss? Oh.
No.
That's it. You're to the end.
You started talking about White Claw. You're out. What did I miss? Holy crap! Sorry for that brief exit, but I missed something.
The Skidder Cup live stream.
Woo!
What's his? Narragansett?
Yeah, I'll be back.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm it. All right.
Narragansett?
Narragansett?
Yeah, does that beer ring a bell? Narragansett?
No, I haven't. I've never heard of it.
Neither have I.
I've had a lot of like microbrewery stuff, like Dogfish Head and just I don't even know. I've had so many I can't remember them all. My buddy used to have just a bar in his basement, and he'd buy all these like off-brand microbrewery stuff, and we'd try it. If he didn't like it, he'd dump it down the sink. I'm like, I'm not wasting a beer. I'm drinking it. I don't care if I like it or not. So I'm going to drink it. So like around his whole bar, he made a shelf and we just put one bottle of everything we tried. Like the whole room was lined with bottles. It was freaking awesome.
Okay. Here it is. Narragansett is a good cheap beer from Rhode Island. That
Rhode
makes sense.
Island.
That's the people who told me about it. They're originally from, Rhode Island.
Okay.
Says he's heard of it. It's been around for decades. Well, there we go.
I said, like the cheapest beer here is Hams. And it's just like it's like ham with an S. I don't know what it stands for, but it's like $12 for a 20 pack or something, or 24 pack. It's cheap and it gets the job done. You just need to drink a lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Larry says, Scheib, be careful of tequila. It will make your clothes fall off.
I know. There's a country song about that. For sure. Rolling Rock.
Yeah, Rolling Rock. We got that here.
I actually grew up. My dad used to buy pony bottles of the Rolling Rock, and they were in it. He kept them in the fridge, and me and my brother would sneak a couple ponies every now and
then. Billy Bob says Deerheart usually makes it home to the frying pan.
Oh,
isn't it supposed to be the first thing you eat? Or isn't that the saying of it?
I like the fish, the inner loin, the inner tenderloin. I mean, the people call it backstrap a loin, but the actual inner loin down by the pelvis, we call it the fish because it basically looks like a fish. Yeah, that is the most tenderest meat you will find on a deer, and it's freaking delicious.
Yeah, you're right on. Yeah, 100% it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, I'd just like to welcome everybody to the beer and food live stream tonight.
Exactly. Yes.
Podcast.
If you were here for Firewood, you're here for the wrong thing.
I don't even know what we're here for now.
It's just a chat. It's anything and everything. It sounds great.
I love it. People getting kicked out. It's great. We need therapists.
Yeah. I knew that. I knew that for years.
Yeah.
As soon as I joined the military, it's like I need a therapist.
Iron Oak, Yingling Lager is the best.
It is. I like it.
But I like their black and tan. I like the black and tan.
This is Logan agrees. Black and tan. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I'll have to find that. Is that only in PA?
Well, it's Yingling, so if you don't have any other Yinglings up there, you're probably not going to get it. So I might have to bring some up.
Like if you went to Ohio, would they have it in Ohio?
Oh,
very possible. Like it used to be, if you leave PA, you never see Yingling, but I think they expanded a little more, so you can get it in certain spots. But I think they're still like strictly PA, but they expanded a little bit to reach outwards, unless like a distributor actually orders it in, like specialty, like I want this beer because they have a demand for it or something. I don't know if you'll be able to get it.
And here's that. Oh, what happened? Right here. That's that beer that I was talking about, Andrew. Cheap beer from Rhode Island. That Narragansett. That was the beer they were trying to talk me into trying.
Narragansett.
Right. Yeah.
Is that right? Narragansett?
Narragansett.
Wow.
Like I said, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it down here.
There's something about cheap beer that I think there's a limit there. You kind of got to draw a line at some point.
But here we used to get hams for $3 a case.
Exactly. Hams is probably the cheapest beer you'll ever find. Ever.
I don't even know if you can buy one beer for $3 here, let alone a case of them.
Right. You go to the bar, it's $3 for a beer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What? That's cheap.
Well, that's really cheap. You go to the Sanders game. Like a tall boy is $14.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's crazy.
the cheapest bar here is like the Gun Club. It's $1.25 for a beer, and you could drink all night long on like $20.
They're probably not even making anything off that at that point, really.
Well, I think they're making more from their liquor sales. So there's a lot of people that drink liquor. So,
Oh,
but I'll go there and shoot darts and drink beer all night long. It don't matter.
so Dude Ranch, his beer, a Coors Light Banquet in stubby bottles. I didn't even know they had that in stubby bottles.
Stubby bottles.
Red Stripe. I know they got Red Stripe stubby.
Coors Gold is the champagne of beers. I don't give a shit what you say. That is probably the most delicious beer I've ever right. The first sip, perfect. It goes down easy, and it's a really good freaking beer. You know what I mean?
Billy Bob, we used to buy hams by the case on the farm. The distributor said the country store we bought at was the biggest seller in southern New Hampshire.
So apparently hams is everywhere.
Yeah. Billy Bob, the tenderloins were for breakfast. Brought the heart home, tenderloins for breakfast.
We used to take, we got a deer in West Virginia or something. We'd take the back strap out, slice it into butterfly steaks, slap it on a grill. Freaking delicious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And do you guys know what I'm talking about? Butterfly steaks?
Well, you take a fillet, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
A fillet and butterfly?
You take basically a 2-inch piece. You cut it in half, but don't cut it all the way through. You fillet it open. It looks like a butterfly.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just leave a little wee piece on it.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome.
You know what I've had that was really good. A neighbor of mine was a butcher, and Mike turned a bunch of venison into what he called fast fry steaks. So they were a steak that was that thick.
Yeah.
So like he'd take like a good piece of whatever it was, and he'd run it through his tenderizer like 3 or 4 times. He turned into what he called a minute steak, and like that's all it would take. You just throw in the frying pan and a minute each side, and it was cooked, and they were actually really good. If you had a tougher cut or something, it made it into something you could eat.
You'd almost bread that in beef schnitzel.
Yep, you'd be close to it.
Yeah. What do we got? Steve Smith. Shout out to Logan. Just got back from his graduation party. Congratulations, Logan. Well, congratulations on that.
Congratulations, Logan. He was at the Frenzy. Talked to him for a bit. Yeah. As I say, it's the Frenzy is such a great, just to get together, and the people that watch your channels or people that are interested in firewood or wood in general, they come there, you chat it up for a bit, and it's such a great time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's I wish I could have made that. It's all having the time and holidays for it, right?
Yeah.
And that's a good hike for us going out there.
Yeah, I think
you might be a little closer to me though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Kev be closer than both of us. I think I think all the border restrictions are lifted next week, even too. I think all the COVID stuff, but the sounds of it is completely lifted, which is great too. So
awesome.
To make it a little bit easier going back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's all lifted, except for the truckers. I don't think they can.
I'm not quite sure what the deal is on them.
No, yeah, I don't know. Getting into that, I think it's easier though. Like they've lifted a lot of it, but
They're probably punishing them for a little standoff they had.
Stupid.
But we won't get into that. I mean,
no, I don't think this is going to become a real long live stream at that.
Oh yeah, that'll open up a can of worms.
We've tried to keep that can.
And you know what was the worst part about that? I'm only about 40 minutes from Ottawa.
Yeah.
And for that 3 weeks or probably 6 or 8 weeks, you try and find a truck. Like 40 minutes outside Ottawa, try and find a truck. You think you'd have no problem finding one. Nope.
Right.
Can't find one at all. Make you wonder.
Yeah. I mean, they did put on a good stand. I commend them for that,
sure.
but it didn't work. I mean, it is what it is. So,
yeah. But Daniel, he likes the IPAs the best.
IPAs, I don't like IPAs. I feel like I'm drinking a pine tree.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you on that. Like microbrew stuff.
Yes.
And IPAs are tough.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I wish I liked hops because there's so many different brewers that are making stuff that's really hoppy. I can't do it at all. I can't.
Yeah, no. I went to a wedding like that.
I'm not a beer guy. I will literally drink absolutely anything almost.
Yeah.
That hoppy stuff ain't for me.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to draw the line at free beer. If it's free, I'll drink it. IPA or not, I'm drinking it. So
Scheib, I'm the same way. I was it was a wedding and he wanted his own beer. He had a keg of it and that's what everybody was getting.
Yeah.
And like, I could not down it. Like I was almost gagging trying to get it down. I'm like, this is brutal. They ended up having to go out and buy Coors and Canadian for everyone.
Holy crap.
Like it was just no one could drink it. It was so hoppy. Like I feel
some that's so hard to stomach, and I wish it's like mushrooms. I can't eat a mushroom. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but hop, same thing. I just not my thing.
Mushrooms to me they taste like dirt, but I've eaten plenty of dirt in my life, so it don't matter.
so it's not so bad.
Yeah. I mean,
mushrooms aren't that bad at all.
Yeah, dirt. Oh, that's familiar.
So, Andrew, anything new Easton made products on the way?
We've got a couple of ideas, a couple of things we're going to be working on. We're working a lot in the shop the next probably 6 or 7 months. Like if it's something new, it'll be early next year. It'll be in the new year. Like we've got some robots we're starting to run here. Well, we have two of them in the shop right now that we've had for a while, and they're kind of a more basic robot. But we're gonna buy like proper cells, proper fixtures, like so that's kind of the goal for the next 6 months is to get that all set up and really streamline the process is going to be the big focus for the design team here anyways. So
yeah. Got to get Gage on that.
Gage is the man for the job.
Stop watching that seagull. Get to work.
Stop. That's exactly it. Stop watching the fucking seagull. Can't even remember what the fuck he was doing when he shook my head. He means my day. Fucking hilarious. He's just such a nice guy.
Day 58, trying to earn a seagull's trust.
Now, Andrew, I have a question for you. Like, I don't know if we talked about it on the live stream, but your Stonemaker, you know what I mean? Your paver maker or whatever. What's it called?
It's Stonemaker, yeah.
Yeah, your Stonemaker. Have you had any, like, how's your sales on those? When I bought Stonemaker, there wasn't a whole lot going on there. Like, we have one that's got to go the next month or two, but we're kind of giving the Easton made treatment. Like the one that was on the video, it worked good, but we're going to cut the cycle time probably in half with it, and make it a lot more user friendly. The guys that had it are they're a really good bunch of guys, but they're not that familiar with how to market things and how to do things. But I haven't been pushing that hard again because I want to make sure that
the stuff that we're doing, we're focused on it and making sure we're turning over a good buck before we go on that. But I would think that's something you'll see take off pretty good once I sink my teeth into it. So
when I look when you like put a video out on that, I was like, man, this thing's awesome.
But they're pretty cool.
It seems like you need a lot of space for drying. I mean, like if you were if I were to buy one of those machines, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I need a building to dry the stuff in, you know what I mean? But like, what's the dry time? Is it a day? Is it a couple hours? You know what I mean? It's not like a wet mix. It's a dry mix, right?
Yeah, like so when it comes out, like the way that we're doing it, I think it's going to work a little bit better. Is the machine right now doesn't have the only compaction is the weight of the die. So what we're going to do is there's other companies that make the same thing that is actual pressure that compresses and compacts it. So we're going to go on that principle, and I think you'd probably be a day, 2 days before you could actually. Like a day before you palletize them. So on that note, if you had like a coverall or a tart building, you probably have enough to be able to fill it up, and the next day you empty it, sort of thing. Is kind of how I envision that working, sort of thing. Yeah. So,
I mean, I think it's a great machine. Obviously, it freaking produces. You just need the storage to dry it, and then you can put it outside after that. You know what I mean? So if you're producing all day for a day, and then fill the building, and then take the stuff out and produce another day. So you have like a day of producing, a day of drying. Once your building's full, you can't really produce anymore because you got to wait for the stuff to dry, right? So, I mean, it seems pretty cut and dry. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah, and I think that's what it's gonna be, because like for the most part, like if you're gonna buy like a paver stone or something like that, you're buying from a big factory. It's the same as It's sort of like a portable sawmill. Like 40, 50 years there wasn't really such thing as a portable sawmill. Now there's lots of guys that have them that are making really nice stuff with them. So I think that's kind of what you're gonna see happen with them. Is that once we start marketing and pushing, I think you'll see them go mainstream, and like every other guy that's doing interlocks gonna want one, right? It's not like lumber where like up here you have to have lumber that's stamped to build a house, but with a paver it's purely decorative, right? So anybody will be able to make them, and at the rate that it makes them at too, it would be incredibly profitable for anybody buying one. Like it's
yeah. I just haven't seen you like put a video out since you basically announced it. You know what I mean? You put a couple videos out. But if you're working on something different, that's understandable. You know what I mean? So,
no, and on that note, like we like the only one we really had before we took over Stonemaker was just the one. Like honestly, the sales on them have been almost nil. But then the marketing end of it, nobody's really been marketing. There's probably 30 Stonemakers altogether out there in operation, like 30 of those machines over the last 10 years, probably.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a great concept, and sooner or later it's going to take off. Like if you can produce it and make it available at a decent price for, say, a company that does that type of stuff, you know what I mean? They don't have to go buy it. They can make whatever the hell they want to and sell it. You know what I mean? So
I think too, what would help, especially once you get set up onto it, seeing it like doing a production run, letting guys see, all right, now I see your vision on how you want to do this. It's stacked in a coverall. By the time all this is dried, there's 10 skids worth of stone here that you can take to a job now that you have like that, right? You can have within 2 days of what the customer wants. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that would help a lot.
Like I think with the momentum like we have with social media, I think that's going to help out tremendously because it's going to be like they've never really had anybody in it that's been really really good at marketing stuff, and like the way that it runs right now is okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like for me, like there's definitely things that I want to that we're gonna change, like simple things too that are just gonna make it easier to run, right? Because like for them to change something, it's very very difficult for them to change something for the better. Where us, like we can prototype stuff so fast in the shop now and try things and try different things that like for us to do it, and if we don't like it, like cut it apart, try again. Like it's not a real big deal. It's just having the concept and the little bit of knowledge to be able to do it is the critical part of that. Like Larry and Finn, the two guys at Stonemaker are really, really, really good. So I think like having those two guys are going to be a major asset to get into it and learn it. Like honestly, when Dad started building Firewood processors, I had no idea about Firewood. Not. I threw it in the stove. Honestly. I couldn't have told you how much was in a cord. I couldn't have told you the different species of wood. I couldn't have told you. I didn't even know that what a firewood processor looked like. Cork King's made in my hometown.
Right.
I know idea. Because like growing up, like dad was a logger, so like you were in the bush, like you didn't have that kind of equipment, but like on our landings, like you had a chainsaw, skidders, slashers, feather bunkers, like we didn't do firewood, we did saw logs and pulp and whatever else, right? So
Logan, Virginia, you can get Yingling here, so it's in Virginia. Supposed to be moving west, but still not in Iowa yet. It's not that far.
Yeah, I said they're trying to expand a little bit. So, I mean,
they'll get there.
The problem is it's made in PA. There's not other places where they're making it.
Yeah.
So it's the whole just distribution thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, so
for sure. So we got James Scheib. If Andrew likes your Ruckin Mag so much, maybe he would swap for a 1222.
Oh shit!
I don't know if I like a Ruckin Mag that much. We could probably work something out if need be.
Listen, my Rugged Made is like number 1 of maybe 3 in the world. Just so you guys know. There's only 2 other Rugged Mades that I know that have an adjustable wedge. So mine was number 1. Just so you guys know.
Mine was number 1.
Jeffrey says we cook up liver and onions the day we harvest our deer and then heart. Yes, the inner tenderloin is the best. We stuff with jalapenos, cheese, and put on the grill. Oh, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah,
Sorry,
man.
jalapeno cheese.
Jalapeno cheese.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Jalapenos.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Nick, Andrew, have you seen or heard of Letterkenny or Shoresy? Classic Canadian hockey comedy.
Yes. Bunch of
Pitter patter.
Bunch of hosers.
Have they been putting any new content out? I know their stuff just took off like that. Letterkenny guys. Oh my god.
I actually got to catch up.
I honestly haven't watched them a whole lot.
I watched the first.
But like the little bit that I have watched, that's Canada right to a T.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Richard, hello everyone. I just got home from the OBX.
Outer Banks.
Outer Banks? Is that what it is?
I think that's what it is. OBX, Outer Banks.
Yep. Outer Banks. Out
North
fishing.
Carolina. North Carolina.
What are they fishing for out there now?
Fish.
You're going to be gone soon. I'm going to put Andrew back in the middle.
Oh, I apologize.
Dude Ranch, hey Scheib, I'll have to throw a few back at you. Boonville.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Steve says, next to Miller Lite, anything is premium.
Come on, stop burning me so bad, guys. Holy crap.
Tough crowd tonight, eh, Scheib?
Oh my God. Therapist and Miller Lite sucks.
There we go. Stevie, what's going on? Glad you can make it, bud. Are you at work and you're bored? Not quite sure. Dan had an uncle that drank a lot of Narragansett and he died at 51. Stay away from that.
Good. Don't. Better switch to hams.
Richard's a Budweiser 00, no alcohol. Have fatty liver disease. At least they got stuff out for you, like Budweiser's got that. You still get to enjoy it. Steve, it was a pleasure meeting all you YouTubers at Firewood Frenzy. I'm hooked. I'll be there next year for sure, camping out with you yahoos.
Well, hopefully we'll have some Woodhound Brew. I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
But that means I have to drive 16 hours again. But it's for a good cause. It's all good.
Yeah. William, Andrew, you going to Bunyan?
That's gonna be up in there. We got. I'm pretty confident we get across the border now, like with COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's some personal stuff going on there that I don't know if that's gonna line up. Or like East Tomato will definitely be there, but I don't know if I'll be there myself. So
yeah.
Well,
I think for the YouTube guys, frickin' Jeep actually got a booth. I think it's 100 booth 100.
Oh.
Yeah, frickin' Jeep secured a booth for YouTube guys. So we might have to set up a schedule and stuff. But if you want to actually get to meet us without walking around and trying to find us, we will be at that booth at some point in time. So that's going to be awesome.
And then when you leave, it's going to be like, where's Waldo?
Right. Well, you see this hat? I'll be wearing it probably.
I got to get going like this. That's what you need on your noggin right there.
Send me one of those hats. I'll wear it.
Okay, so to go with this, Iron and Oak, are you three going to Bunyan? Andrew's up in the air. You just answered that. I will be there unless something happens to change with the border. As of now, we'll be there.
Yeah, I will definitely be there.
There you go. So
for sure, as long as my boss doesn't get a hair up his ass and doesn't let me go, we'll be good.
Yeah. Well, what just happened here? Just lost it. Oh, right here. How many people were at the Frenzy?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to talk to Dan. I don't know if they actually counted this year, but it's a little lighter than last year, probably due to fuel prices and everything else. And
yeah,
but the weather was a little better in the morning. It just so happened that it just started a downpour when we were doing the giveaways. So everybody was under a tent. We didn't have to go find people. So it was actually pretty spot on with timing with the rain.
Yeah.
That's all.
So Stevie, who I said was going to be in Boonville, it looks like he's backing out just because of gas prices gone nuts. So there's another one for you with gas prices is a bitch right now. Richard, that's for sure. Steve, I follow most of these people that are on these live streams. So that's awesome. We all got different kind of content, but all kind of the same.
Yep.
All Firewood, basically. We all just get it done a different way.
Yep. We all do things a little different, but the end product's the same.
Yeah. Steve says, if any woodhounds are ever in southeast Minnesota, don't be afraid to contact Logan Logan. We'll do a woodlot tour and have room for campers. Well, there you go.
Sounds like a plan there, Logan.
It's just for fun hanging out with like-minded people that like the events like Firewood Frenzy. For sure. And it's nice, just talking to somebody from a different area, you get a different perspective.
Well, that's what I was telling the guys that were hanging out around my tailgate at the Wood Island Brews. Like, just the 6 or 7 guys that were there were all like-minded. We like to drink beer, and my earbuds falling out. And it's amazing how YouTube brought all these people together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I think Billy Bob's got one here for you, Andrew. If you could design and build a wood stacker, you'd be a billionaire.
Exactly. A wood stacker.
I'm going to have to do it robotically.
Yeah.
Well, they make hay balers. Why can't you do a wood stacker? Just have your wood just lined up, and the damn thing runs over it and just throws it into a stack, and it shits out a freaking cord out the back. You know what I mean? Get out.
That might be the idea of the century right there, Scheib.
What you need is a machine to just shit out wood.
Mm-hmm. In stacked form. That would be great.
I need a nice neat pile. It can't get shit. It can't just shit it out everywhere. You got to have a nice
pile. A nice straight row. I mean, you can throw like a pallet in there, like have a stack of pallets where it brings a pallet down and it just lays it on the pallet for you, and it's all right here. I just got to put it out, you know.
Gage, are you listening? You got to get you get all that written down.
Listen, if you come up with something with my idea,
I'll finance it.
Yeah, me and Ohio Woodburn were thinking about this. Like, if only there was a machine to stack the wood for us, because stacking sucks. You know,
it's not fun. That's probably the least favorite part of the job.
Yeah, it's probably the most time-consuming part of firewood is stacking. So
the only time you don't see me stack a piece of wood is at a show. Other than I don't stack wood. I learned that from a young age.
Well, Kev just puts it in those nice cones. He doesn't have to worry about it.
That's it. I make cones. That's how I stack. Yeah. James, Andrew, and Kev, have you had a chance to run the 500i yet? I have not yet.
I haven't yet. I honestly haven't. Besides 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, whenever the big windstorm came through, that was probably the first time I even picked up a saw in a year. Honestly, besides doing a little bit here and there, but
hopefully I can change that for you, Andrew. I'll bring it up.
Yeah, I'd love to try one. I'd love to try one. I think James has, and he's going to be picking up a 37D here shortly, I would think. So,
yeah. I think he's going to bring it up for you. So to try.
Oh, now it's a race. Damn it.
Jeffrey, what the hell, White Claw King over there?
Where's that?
I don't know. There it is him too. How did I miss that?
Are you White Clawing it?
Oh,
ain't no laws with claws, baby.
That's the first time I've ever had one of those things that tastes like piss. It was in the fridge. I drank my 4 beers, so I wanted that.
Would it be better warm?
I don't know. I don't know what would make a White Claw.
Better not have too many of those, or Stacy's gonna have you sleeping on the couch.
I've got my other case of beer out in the garage, but it was like 5 to 8. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta start this now.
I don't know. Need to take our 1222 to Scheib's and let him try it out. He'll place an order that day.
Iron Oak, I'll probably be there before you bring it down. So hold your horses on that. Don't drive to me. I will drive to you.
Yeah. Dude Ranch, adjustable wedge, auto cycle, and dump valve. Rugged made over here. Thanks, Scheib.
Yes, he's probably the first one with auto cycle on a rugged made, which is awesome. I've been pondering and thinking about doing that myself, but I can't find a damn auto cycle valve these days. I think
that would be something hard to get your hands on right now.
Yes, yeah. But it's not Andrew's fault. I think it's Wolf Ridge's fault because they're buying everything up.
That would be it. Like if it's a Prince valve, I'd imagine Chris has got his hands on it.
Right. I guarantee it.
You can keep it.
So Richard, OBX is Outer Banks. He lives 15 miles north of Kitty Hawk.
Yeah.
And there you go, OBX. I've never heard of you done a short form like that, but I guess that's what happens when you're an outsider too.
Well, I used to see those when I was in high school. I'm like, what is this OBX crap? And then it's like, I don't know, maybe it's a bunch of queer people, but it's not. This stands for Outer Banks. I don't even know the acronym. I came up with it, but it's Outer Banks, guys. It's or onboard extreme or some type of speaker system they put in their vehicle. You know, I have no idea.
OBX, isn't that plywood?
OBS.
I was being funny. You guys got all serious there. Jeez.
I had to think about it. That's why.
Too many White Claws over there?
Oh.
It tastes like water.
I'm on number
Like,
8.
it tastes like lime water. It's almost like a Miller Lite.
I'm on number 8. Sorry, guys.
It's over. It's like a Bud Light lime, really.
Oh, I guarantee it probably tastes worse.
It's pretty. That's pretty well Bud Light lime, really.
Mark, Andrew, are you going to make a box wedge for your processor?
No, I don't think you'll see us do that.
Well,
no, I don't think it makes like Yappa's got the padding on it, but when you're into that size of machine, just run a 16 way in or 12 way and call it a day.
Yep, I agree.
You're gonna shove her through once instead of 6 or 7 times. So
yeah,
Yappa, that freaking Yappa is awesome.
Oh, it works really like for what Joe is doing is absolutely perfect. It's it fit him right to a T.
Can I explain how it works a little
bit?
All right, no. There's an eye. There's an eye. Like if the splitter chamber is empty, there's an eye that reads the bottom of the chamber. Okay, so it knows nothing's there. As soon as a piece of wood goes in there, you hit the button. It keeps. You don't have to do anything else. You hit a button, and it splits until it reads the bottom. There could be a piece of bark in there, and it's going to send it through. You know, it's freaking awesome. So once you cut that round, you hit a button. You're not doing anything else. It's freaking awesome.
I was wondering how that kept on going. If you had to do that manually, or if that's how it was.
Yeah, I mean. Once it gets to being close to the last split, you start cutting the other round, and just continue on.
So he'd have time, like he could get some bigger stuff in there, cut it, get it going, have the next one sitting on there, and drink some of his Dr. Pepper and
sitting on that tray, drink some Dr. Pepper or Miller Lite or Molson Canadian or whatever your favorite beverage is. You hit the button and let it go. The nice thing is there's no resplitting because I mean you pick the box wedge you want and you let it go and it's awesome. But the thing is you got the 465 which does a little bigger, but you're looking at 16-inch stuff.
Yeah,
like max.
Yeah.
And then I think the only other downfall to them, like from what I've seen, is they cut fast, they split fast, but the actual drive mechanism for a log going into them. Like the rough top belt, I don't like that. I don't if you get a crook in or whatever, it doesn't feed like a chain, and that's kind of the one thing that would be about the only downfall I could think of those machines. And like to have a compact machine like that, like the rough top belt's almost what you have to use on. There's not really a whole lot of other ways to do it, but they work awesome. They cut fast, they split fast. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Right. And this is coming from Easton Made, who has his own processor. So, I mean, to each of his own. If you have big wood, you need a big machine. if you have small wood, you don't need such a big machine.
If you
But-
could run like 10, 12-inch stuff all the time, the
All
8-inch
day?
stuff, those
Oh.
fucking Yappas just haul
Send it.
ass. They work awesome.
Send it.
Yeah.
Send it.
They
He's
work
gonna spend
awesome.
more. He's gonna spend more time stacking than he is running that damn machine.
Oh, 100% he will. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna spend more time at the part that he doesn't like running the machine.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to hire like 3 more high schoolers to stack wood for him.
You'll just have to stop by more often, Scheib. That's all.
Yeah.
Employee
yeah.
of the month, right?
Right. Employee of the year is coming up, I think. So we'll see how it goes. He's not too far. He's 4.5 hours. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
So
We got Savage Firewood. Good evening, gents. Well,
Brad,
glad you
Nader,
can make
thanks
it.
for coming up, Brad.
Daniel, he's hitting the hay, or he's taking off because his phone gonna die. So you have a good night, Daniel.
thanks for coming by, Dan. Awesome,
Happy
man.
Father's Day to all you dads. Thank you, Daniel.
Yes,
I don't
happy
know.
Father's Day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day.
I don't know if you guys. I burp a lot, and I think SS Wood and Jared Hillbrand like keep track of how many times I burp during a live stream. How Dan has a cup that fills with super chats and stuff. I need a cup that calculates burps and stuff, and I probably need 2 cups, one for beers, one for burps. Yeah.
Iron and Oak. What's in Boonville? Need more events to go to. It's everything woods, basically, isn't it?
Everything.
Anything wood related.
You have everything from chainsaw carving, sawmills, splitters, processors, big skidders, feather bunkers,
CTOs.
absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Like it's the most diverse show going. It is.
Is it smaller than Bunyan or just as big with a lot more stuff?
Same size. I'd say same size, small as a Paul Bunyan show, but it's a lot more diverse. Mm-hmm. There's a lot more different things to see there. Where Paul Bunyan show seems to be geared more towards the bigger scale stuff.
Yeah.
Where Boonville's got it's very, very diverse. There's something there for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd love to make it out, but that's a good hike for us, and
it will be
got a plan, vacation with the family. And
that's probably 10 hours for you.
10. Yeah, I think it's around 10. Logan, why run a still when you can run a husky? That's right.
Let's flip that around a little bit.
Rodney, I'm still waiting for his access here in Oregon.
Now, I'm wondering if Rodney actually ordered a splitter. I'm not sure if Rodney's got a splitter on order or not. I know he's talked about buying a vertical splitter for a long time. I don't know if he's actually ordered a splitter from myself or Power Splitter, whoever. I'm not quite sure if he's actually ordered one yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Dude Ranch, he was the same, wondering how the Yappa knew how to stop cycling through when he was watching Joe's video. It was pretty neat. And I agree. I was watching that. That's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, what's telling that? Is he pushing that button every time, or is something telling that to go?
Nope. Like I said, there's an eye that knows when there's nothing in there, and it stops when there's nothing in there. It's pretty goddamn sweet.
Yeah.
Yappa pretty much has the market on that type of freaking shit too. Man, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Rolf Akers. Andrew, any chance my father and I can snag some Eastern Made sweatshirts when we make the trip up the end of the year to pick up their splitter and conveyor?
Oh, for sure. When you're there, just tell Henry you want something. He'll get you whatever you want.
There you go. Rodney says, Andrew, I'm waiting for an access, so I'm sure he'll put another comment in there, but James, let's face it, it is a big jump to go from an Eastern Main splitter to a processor, money-wise. Yappa 405 would be a nice interim setup, but nothing beats the speed of a 48C. And there are big jumps from all of those for prices too.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
it all depends what you're doing too. I mean, Yappa has the patent on the box wedge, but you can also put a 8-way or 6-way in there too. So
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
what's a 405 worth, like dollar wise, Scheib? Is it?
I think you're looking at like 50 grand.
Oh, yeah, 100%. You're in good shape.
Yeah.
So Rodney, I will check next week to see if my order went through.
No, that's with the diesel engine. I'm not sure what because I do have a PTO driven one. So
Yeah,
with
so
the
that-
diesel engine is around, it's pretty close to 50 grand. So
That's a good price on that. That's hard. Like for me to compete with that, that'd be very difficult for me to compete with that.
Right.
And
right. Yeah.
But if you can have a smaller processor that can do well, yeah, I guess that does a decent 16
As long as you can get a consistent load of firewood where you're not like, oh well, that half of this load I need to do on my regular splitter, half of this load I can do on a 405. I mean, as long as you have a decent supply of consistently sized wood for what you need, I mean, it is what it is. So
yeah.
oh yeah, 100%. And I think if you were buying that volume of wood, the loggers are going to bring you what you want.
Yeah.
Right. And I haven't gotten into that as I'd like to, but like my sales aren't up to where I need to get freaking log loads. You know what I mean? I can go get whatever I want to, whatever I need with my dump trailer right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Nick Andrews, my Ultra should be ready any week now. Can't wait.
You're going to love it. It works good.
Yeah. Logan says, yeah, 50K. Brandon, I have an Axis on order and I'm thinking about going electric instead of gas. Will it work without 3-phase? Is the price close to the regular Axis?
Yeah, it'll the price is going to be more than the regular Axis. Like the electric motors are more expensive than the gas engines. You're going to save fuel, obviously. It would be tight to do it on single phase. You're going to need like an 80 amp breaker, in that range to actually be able to run that on single phase, which you're running a lot of breaker. You're gonna be running a big cable out. Where for 3-phase, you get away with a lot less, anyways.
a lot of electric stuff is like made for across the pond because their electric is freaking phenomenal. Because all they run is 3-phase to everything. You know what I mean? And then they neck it down to whatever you need. So like in the States here, I mean, you'd be better off running 3-phase and get it done and over with.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have the 3-phase there, 3-phase available, you'd be better off running that way.
Yeah. Oh, Log Splitter Kyle, I've been getting a lot of box elder to split recently. Splitter's taking a toll.
Box elder, yeah, that'll take a toll on anything.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, that's tricky stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. What was James saying? Depends on the size of your operation. Christian Woodyard went to see the one guy that runs 7 multi-techs. Man, that's crazy. A Yappa 405 wouldn't work, but perfect for Joe's operation.
Yeah, I mean Joe sells in smaller quantities. You know what I mean? He's
selling his as a premium product, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, sells at the smallest quantity you can and get the most price you can for.
Yeah,
exactly. So, well, I think we're all caught up here. We're 2 hours. What do you think? Wrap her up?
Sure.
That's up to you, Kev.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap her up.
I have 7 more beers to drink, so I'm good.
Yeah. Well, here we got Jeff. We got Jeffrey here. Scheib,
I'm not going that many White Claws. I'm telling you, I got that one. I don't think I ever want another one.
I came prepared, fellas. I came prepared.
That thing there is pure desperation.
Scheib, I watched your video splitting that black
life.
birch. I learned something today. How they only grow east of on the east coast of the states.
Yeah, like barely in Ohio. Black birch. Do you guys have black birch up in Canada?
No,
I've never seen one.
You got from Maine, Pennsylvania, down to Georgia, but nothing really west of Ohio. Like the northeast where Joe is, he might be able to get it, but black birch is strictly East Coast stuff. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's freaking awesome.
Also on the
do you guys ever get a yellow birch?
Oh, we have all the birches. We have yellow birch. We have paper birch, which is probably yellow birch. Then we have the white birch, the decorative, the stuff people plant on the yards.
Yeah,
it has the white bark.
Yeah,
I mean, but black birch is strictly, basically Ohio east, down to Georgia east.
And the other thing with black birch, they make, I believe it is birch beer, like root beer.
Yes.
So they use black birch for that. And sassafras they use for making root beer. They use the root of the I think I have that correct. Yeah. Someone will probably correct me if I'm wrong on that, but yeah.
I think
so. They use the two, sassafras and black birch, which I didn't know.
Well, people, from what I've seen and what I've read on the internet, black birch is almost like a mahogany. You know what I mean? So it supposedly has more BTUs than oak.
Really?
I mean, yes. Yep.
That's great, because I didn't know that.
Yeah, it smells awesome. Oak stinks. Everybody knows oak stinks. I mean, I like to smell oak because I don't care. Because it makes heat for me. I don't give a shit what the hell it smells like. You know what I mean? So, but with black birch, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah, so that's right.
I might have to try to smuggle some up to you there, Andrew, and we'll give it a go.
we'll try her.
Yeah.
When you cross the bridge, just drive really fast.
Oh, I can do that. I like driving fast.
All right, guys. This was another great live stream. This was a good one. It was funny. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, this was a great time. And
hopefully you guys loved it too. So
yeah. Thanks everyone for coming out. We had a good crowd. Again, some great comments and questions. We've got on my left now, Andrew Easton on the far left from East Made Wood Splitters. So you can check him out. East Made Wood Splitters, Facebook, YouTube. We got Outside with Scheib. Same thing. Facebook and YouTube. Do you got an Instagram?
I do, but I don't really go on there much.
Don't use it. And are you doing your live stream tomorrow night still?
I am planning on doing it. Well, I'm off Monday, so I'm definitely doing live stream tomorrow night. So
that question was asked, and I must have got lost in that little. So yeah. Yep. So yeah, Scheib's live stream tomorrow night. You're 8:00, right?
Yep. Same time you come on. Yep.
Perfect. There we go. I'm Skidder Kev. Same thing. Skidder Kev. YouTube, Instagram, I'm on Facebook now. So if you go over there, you can find me on there too. And yeah, thanks for coming out, guys. Appreciate all of you. This was an awesome one. Woo!
Woo! Something about.
Woo!